Hello, this is Charles Areson, and we're here to talk about journaling the entire Bible with Bible reflections. So why journal the Bible? Well, first of all, to grow spiritually. Second, to engage the Word. This is more than just reading. When you're journaling, you're writing something which causes a deeper level of engagement. Finally, you leave a record of previous insights so that if you go back again and look, you can say, this is what I saw before, and it can help you reacquaint yourself with what you saw before or help you to grow. And finally, it leaves a legacy for those after you. So why can't it be done? Well, some people say it's too vast, it's too big. Some people say, well, it's boring. There's some chapters of the Bible just can't get anything out of. It's just impossible. Impossible? No. It all depends on where you start. If you look at the big picture, how do I find one person in all that? Well, you can't. But you got to know where to start. You need a plan. It's like they used to say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I don't suggest eating elephants, but I do say if you want to start something, you have to take the first step. You have to start. So find a plan that works for you. Come up with your own. Look at the chapters of the Bible. Come up with a plan. How much you want to do a day. How fast you want to do this. Make a plan. Stick with it. Follow a devotion you trust. If somebody else is a devotional, follow along and make your own notes. Or you could use Bible reflections. What is Bible reflections? It's a chapter-by-chapter journaling program. 6 days a week for 50 weeks of the year, you journal one chapter a day. Most weeks contain an Old Testament history chapter, a prophetic chapter, a New Testament chapter, and a major prophet. The journal also contains a place for Sunday sermon notes. So if you're taking it to church, you can make notes about what the preacher said. It has a checkbox for each chapter, so you know that, hey, I read that chapter today. My own thoughts are there on one or more items that are in that chapter, so it'll give you a place to learn from. Also a place to record your own thoughts. And it's divided to 8 books for easier handling because, be honest, almost 1,200 chapters is a lot to put into one book. So what are the advantages of using Bible reflections? Well, it's already done. You don't have to do anything with it. Also, it's free online through the Bible Reflections for You. That's the number 4, at blogspot.com. Also, it has several formats. The journal, which is available through Amazon, the devotional, which just has the devotions, and the online format. The journal will leave you a written legacy because you have written it down. It gives you a thought to consider. So if you have a chapter you're not sure what to think about, maybe my thought will give you a place to leap from. Also, it's the thoughts of a pastor, not a theologian. I don't come at this as a doctorate of divinity. I come at it from a pastor's point of view. And finally, it's Wesleyan. And for those who don't know that, just say, we believe the Bible is the Word of God. So what are the disadvantages? Let's be honest, there are disadvantages. One, it's going to take some time. Actually, it will take 4 years if you do it the way I've got it lined out. Also, it might cost you some money. If you buy each journal, it's going to cost. But as one person pointed out, if you have money invested in something, you often follow through. Also, you might disagree with what I say, but that's okay. You don't have to listen to me. It isn't perfect, especially if at the time of this recording. If you listen to the online versions or see the online versions, there are mistakes. especially in grammar. And it requires a commitment. Are you willing to stick with this for the long term? You could always try doing one journal at a time, and if it doesn't work out, throw it out. If it does, keep going. If you journal at all, begin journaling the Word of God, because it will bring you much in your spiritual life. God bless you.